Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to the 13th episode of our Bulgaria campaign in Ante Bellum. Last episode, we took all of Greece from Venice, including finishing off Albania as well. And today we're going to be focusing on the reconquest of our vassals' cores and making sure that we don't get coalitioned. We did anger the Nizarids a little bit, and a slight amount of Europe, not gonna lie, but it's really nothing too bad, I don't think. And we should be able to be on cooldown soon enough. I mean, I've done quite a lot of conquesting, raised 2 armies, and you know, I'm ready to take a small break. That last war was a little bit stressful, but it wasn't too bad. A tiny little bit of stress, but it wasn't terrible. Venice ended up being locked on this little part here, and they weren't able to attack us, which is great. I'm also just going to go ahead and claim a little bit more land, because I do have an extra little bit of spy network there. And for the Lendians, I'm also going to grab that. So, I have aggressive expansion in Catholic land, in Sunni land, but not so much in this stuff over here, this Orthodox land, so I'm probably going to expand in that general direction if I can. Yeah. I'm likely going to end up moving my trade capital to Carpathia by the time I'm done all of this. Especially since I can just steal all of my subjects' trade, so, you know. Just gonna yoink all of that if he doesn't mind. But, there we go. He did grab his capital back, which is great. I'm just gonna go and try and save this battle over here, keep ourselves on that siege, keep it going for a little while. I will drop my cannon off, but these guys can leave, and I'm hoping, yeah, you guys stay behind and fix that, which is great. So, we did finally grab the core now, it took a long time. But we can get the Lendians out after attacking them over here, and sieging that down eventually. So if you go here, you guys can go there. That's a weird pathing. Okay, it's always weird pathing. I don't even know then. The Lendians, would you guys leave? No? Okay, I do have to siege this down, unfortunately, then. And I also have a little bit of unrest. Mentesha separatists. And as well... who else? The Croatians are going to come up soon as well. Okay. Mentesha and Croatia at some point. Religion and where changed? Zagreb, did that say? In Rika, probably. Yeah, it can change these ones that are still Catholic, but my Orthodox lands shouldn't be converted. Probably. We'll find out. So I can't really go into there. That would take way too long, so we're going to sit back, finish that off. These don't really matter if they're occupied by me or not. I'm just going to occupy them anyway. There's like 0 difference whether or not you give your vassal the land before, you know, you reconquest it for them. As far as I'm aware. Just gonna go and finish this little stack off. Oh no, Saint Nick is gone. Well, we can't have that. He's one of the only reasons I've been able to conquest so much. So we need to bring him back real quick. I'm sure the Lendians will leave now. Yeah, of course if we stack wipe them, then they'll probably leave. So I want you to get rid of your alliance with Moravia and Pruthenia. And you can give me the tiniest little amount of gold as well. Actually, before we peace out, we can siege a little bit more of your land. There we go. Yeah, let's grab some more Diplo. And let's finish this whole thing off, finally. Now you'll give me... wait, what? Oh yeah, only 5% more war score. Really isn't that much. But he's giving me up to 10 extra war score worth in demands, which is nice. Alright, thank you very much, Lendians. We will see you another time. Well, or hopefully never. As for you, you're gonna give back all of these cores to my subject. Now, I do want to give, or I do want to take more, actually. A lot of aggressive expansion. I know you have missions, and someone said... Oh, speaking of missions, Greek is an accepted culture, sorry, forgot about that. Same with this, yeah, claim the Isles. But I know you have a mission tree. Do you have a mission tree too? No, yours is lame. But you have a mission tree. Oh, okay, never mind, I can't actually give him everything. Yeah, okay, I can't. This is possible. He might be able to actually fill this out. If I give him all this, that would work, but he doesn't own this province, so he can't flip himself over to Catholic. Which is actually unfortunate, because I kind of wanted to, you know, use that to flip him over to Catholic, and then flip him over to Orthodox afterwards, because that would only cost 50 instead of 100 Liberty Desire, but that's okay, that's not a problem. Because I'm sure he'll love being Orthodox anyway. And I'm not going to give him this province back, so it really does suck to be him. So, yeah, I'm actually just gonna, force your religion real quick, and then pay off a couple of your loans. On top of that, I'll even give you 1 placate, like that. And then I'll probably negotiate something like this. Styria might be angry. I'm just going to improve relations with them real quick. To make them, you know, less angry. These guys need to sit over here. We really can't afford to just, like, hemorrhage manpower, so... A little more Diplo. A lot of Diplo we're getting out of this. Let me swap these guys over to Enlistment, Enlistment, and Enlistment. And I can Consecrate, actually, which is great. Because now I have Greek as an accepted culture. I imagine you don't have enough Dev, though, do you? Yeah, no, you don't. But there we go. That's an extra Consecration. We'll just wait for this to be done, I suppose. Or maybe not. How are you doing? Plus 26. Would you join then? Because you're going to get... Actually, no, you wouldn't join. It just tells me you won't. But we do need to siege that fort still, so... Here we are. We're going to sit here for a little while longer, and I'm going to continue to convert these provinces. Boy, do we have a lot of separatists coming up soon. Oh wait, now I can grab this. Okay, I don't know what changed here, but... alright. So we'll take this land, I'll hand it all off to my vassal, no problem. In theory, no problem. That's actually a lot of Diplo, do I want to spend that? Yeah, I'm ahead of time on Diplo, aren't I? Yes, very ahead of time on Diplo. So that's actually not a problem. So, I will hand off this land to my subject, I'll pay off your debt once again, and grant you a bunch of land. Wondering about this. Should I give it to him or not? I guess I should. Yeah, he's not a different religion anyway, so... There's no way that would benefit me to keep that. Here, okay. You can have that then. That should be all the land I've taken. Nice. So, the Magyars have been restored. Funny enough, you know, dismantle the Magyars, am I right? Oh, man. Something like that. Right, we're actually surprisingly close to finishing this tree. I think the only difference, or, you know, it'll take longer because, well, I don't have the ability to make these things yet. Yeah, like, well, actually, I might be able to. If I give the Boyars some land, I might be able to do a speed achievement on this. Maybe. Just maybe. So, there's no, there's a Metropolitan in here. There's no Metropolitan in here, because you need 27 Dev. I see. Okay. And we need a University in Tarnovo? Well, we need to build a church. So I'm seeing these two things overlapping here. I'm seeing these stars align a little bit here, so... I did just swap you back, so I'm just gonna... Should I pay the flat price? No. Well... I need 10 owned provinces in... Well, actually, just in general with 15 dev. So, I guess I'll wait. I'll wait a little while, that's fine. I will improve relations with those which despise me. Which is quite a lot these days. There we go. And where are those rebels? We have Mantesha over here. I'll probably force those guys to rise up. And we get another ability. Let's go with Fidel de Jour, even though I don't really use it that much. It might be useful in this case. Maybe. Slight chance, but it could happen. Now I can improve this, take this. I do need to give the boyards like 3 clicks. Like a lot of land. Just so I can strengthen them, because I get manpower till the end of the game that way. So... let's see. I will need to make the boyars happy. But I don't want to invade just for that, so... Wow, all of these are invasion ones. Okay, I guess I am going after Odishi then. Sure, man. Alright, whatever. Royal marriage with you. Mantesha. I will attack. Well, rather, you'll be attacking me, which will give me the benefit. There we go. Also, don't need to keep improving you. More rebels. These ones are in Croatia. Okay, into Croatia we go. Where are those guys likely to be? Over here, I think. Right next to me. There we go. Rid of those guys. Anything else I should know about? I don't think so. I think we're fine here. So, let's bring you guys back over to here. Turn off my numerous forts. Turn off my massive army. And, now that I have no more corruption each month, we should be perfectly okay to make some money. There we go. Some fat stacks, if you will. Now, I need to improve the development of this region. And I do need to give you a church, but I'll have to build that in a little while. Yeah, I need 7 provinces with 15 development. Well, conveniently, we have 1 rate. I didn't consecrate in my own capital. Wow, that sucks. Anyway, 1 over here, that's awfully convenient. I'll just drop a quick click. It's not worth saving, like, what would that be? 4 points just for that, so that's not much. Also, we have 2 more that we need to have. There we go. Another quick province over here, with a little click there, 15. Anything else? What else is close to 15? I can actually sort very easily by development and just find out. Include territories, that's fine, just need to have enough provinces. Ragusa, Crete. Ragusa. A little more expensive, but it's only 1 click. And Crete. Also expensive, but it's only 2 clicks, so don't feel too bad about it. Is that good enough? Yes, develop Bulgaria. Beautiful. Minus 15% development cost for 20 years. Nice. Next, we need a church in Tarnovo, which will give us eventually a university in Tarnovo, which is interesting. In fact, Tarnovo was stacking so many development things, I may even want to not move my capital per se, but just develop the next institution there, because wow, that's a massive set of modifiers. Although the capital does of course get an extra 35%, so maybe the capital is still better. Cloth versus capital city. There's basically no contest here, to be honest, so Yeah, despite the fact that we don't have prosperity in our capital, I don't think that's really going to outweigh it still. I think it would still be better to develop it in our capital. Yeah, let's do that then. So we're going to get a whole bunch of money. I don't know why I eliminated Florence. There's literally no purpose. I can't PU them. But oh well. A couple of cores, and yes, please build me a church in here. That'll give me a university. Oh yeah, the university. That's the part that I was thinking about. The extra 20 modifier. Making this... Let's see. The total numbers here we'll see are 20, 30, 40, minus 50, minus 70% cost? Am I reading that right? I can get up to minus... No, just minus 70. And then we'll have to check our capital once we're done as well to see which has the higher percentage modifier. I also just know for a fact that starting off at 33 dev is pretty bad when you're trying to develop an institution, generally speaking. There's a chart that exists which will basically tell you where you should start deving in terms of your starting development. And I think the best numbers are somewhere around 16, 18, 20, and 22. So 15 is not as good as 16, but I should have gotten started already, right? Just a little bit. Yeah, it's already started a little bit, so I may as well develop it there. Alright, we'll spend a little bit on that. Hopefully I don't lose too much money. Let me just make a little bit first, so that I don't spend too much. And we can spend a little bit. Alright, most things have been solved here. All I have to do is wait for this church. I'm not going to take an extra loan just for a bit of corruption, though. There we go. And then with our subject, we're going to continue that right there. So, church anytime soon? Yeah, there we go. Ah, Khmer separatists. Oof. Let's go get rid of those. Yeah, that's not good. He's almost completely Orthodox now, which is great. Yeah, that's going to help him out a lot. Magyars were already doing okay. In fact, swapping them to Orthodox is probably even a worse idea. Because most of this Tengri here... most of the Orthodox wasn't actually affecting him. He was already Tengri with Orthodox as a syncretic faith, so... May have done a little more harm there, but that's alright, because when I integrate that land, it won't be Tengri, and that's all that matters. How are we doing here? University of Tirnovo, sorry, I keep saying Tarnovo. No, okay, so... University here, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% decreased cost, which is fantastic. 60% is quite amazing. Then we check our capital, which has... I'm going to say more than 60 right off the bat, but let's count it. Minus 45, 50, 65, 70. Yeah, but it's also starting at 33, which is a pretty bad number. So, in this case, I think I would rather start in Turnovo because I will end up getting more money, and I think it'll cost slightly less, as far as I'm aware of. So, yeah, in this case I'll be developing the institution, because no way is it going to come here anytime soon. No chance, no shot. Let's just develop it. So, I want to not use, like, any tax if I can, to be honest with you. Wow, we almost managed to grab it already. Jeez, that was fast. I just don't want to spend tax because, you know, I want to grab Deus Vult and all that, so... Alright, that's going to take a while, so... I'll wait 1 year. I'll increase enlistment for the time being. Just as Magyar's done, well, yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. We have Epirot separatists, and I do need to get rid of these guys. Oh, we already got rid of them. Cool. Extra Diplorep, beautiful. Might even integrate this guy now that I think about it, because, yeah, now we have too many diplomatic relations. I'm pretty sure that 5th one here is about to expire as well, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. I think I'll just integrate the Magyars. I think I'll convert them. And by the time I'm done converting, I'll be able to finish the annexation. This will take, wow, actually not that long. What is that, 13 years? That's actually quite alright. What I'm going to want to do first, though, is of course finish up deving before I start tanking my monthly Diplo, but that's actually not all that bad, to be honest. Sorry, I just had to deal with something real quick. Okay, I'm back for the last few minutes of this. Gotta deal with these Eberrout separatists. Just like that. Shouldn't cause too much of a stir, I don't think. Yeah, let's finish deving this up. When is this gonna be done? Oh, sorry, I want to check this over in here. 6 months, okay, 6 more months we'll wait. I'll actually turn on more increased enlistment. I don't care what Eretna thinks of me. Increased enlistment. And increased enlistment. Alright, and we'll grab this, a little bit of Deus Volts, real quick. And that also gives us missionary strength and religious unity. I guess, was the religious unity always part of that? I guess so. Okay, well that's great then. A little bit of religious unity there. And, that missionary strength is going to be super helpful. Converting my subject, and I get the excellent CB to use against everyone. Speaking of missionary stuff, though, yeah, we're gonna have to fix that problem. Well, rip my queen. That's fine. Now that I think about it, our air kind of sucks. It really isn't even that good. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of bad. There's the timer, but I did miss about like 2 minutes or so, so I'll go for a little bit longer. Hopefully I don't forget the timer like I tend to, like every time. I'll get rid of that castle. I don't think I need all of these, but there is a greater than 0 chance that I get absolutely destroyed in a war, and I'm going to need these forts, so we'll keep them there for now. As for the Epirout ones, they're probably going to spawn here because you don't have cores on that, so. Development costs in Voden. Well, that's not helpful for me. But I do get innovativeness, which is helpful for me. Bulgaria area gets local investments. Come on, man, really? Oh, that's local unrest, sorry. Yeah, that's not something that matters. I do get corruption, though, which sucks a whole lot. The main point is I don't want the clergy to be upset. Because I want to take land as consistently as possible. So we'll take that corruption. I'm gonna have to tank that a little bit. So you guys will rise up in Arta, over here. And I'll be there ready to receive you. And we're gonna swap this back over to encourage development. Just grab the last couple of clicks here in Turnovo. Probably no more than like a few. Yeah, there we go. 3 clicks. Turnovo's thick, bigger than the capital even. And there we go. It's going to spread fairly slowly along here. Actually, not that bad. Nikopol, it'll be pretty quick. But over here, I think we're just going to throw on the advancement effort. So once it heads over to this province, it'll be very quick to head to the capital, I think. Probably, yeah. Or even this province, whichever one happens to go quicker. Alright, anything else for now? We've done, well, a really big portion of this entire mission tree, actually. Next, all we have to do is dev Kosovo up to 10. Industrialize Bulgaria, again, not very feasible for us. Strengthen the Boyars would just be give them a bunch of things, then take them back, and then do it over and over again. It's actually just like the simple act of clicking 3 times. Yeah, that's literally it. Maybe 6 times. Click once to give it to them, click once to take it away. You know, back and forth. But yeah, that's not too particularly difficult. All I need is a little more crown land from the other guys before I can do that. Because right now, giving them 30% crown land is not a good idea. So. Let's see. Grab those missionaries. Oh yeah, I wanted to start annexing you actually. Yep, that's great. Annex him. And he's very happy now. He has no complaints about being swapped to a different religion because I gave him a bunch of provinces, so that is cool. There are very few conquest-y things left. All we have left is Crimea and invade Theodoro, which is a tributary under, or a vassal actually under Crimea. I might also want to declare one Zaporozhye, just because I need to get this crossing here, or this little connection. Or my life will be made much easier. Thank you, Croatia. I appreciate that. I could just attack them directly instead, which, might be a slight issue. With, you know, Andalusia being strong and all of that. Yeah, that could be a small problem. Andalusia's capital is on Europe. Well, so is Croatia's, so is Aretna's technically, because although Anatolia crosses two regions, this part of it is in Europe. I think, yeah, this part's in Asia, over here. This part's in Europe. A little confusing, but it is what it is. In fact, wait, can't we check continents? Subcontinents, yeah, actually that doesn't even help. Western Europe, Eastern Europe, also technically Europe, but considered Levant, but also considered Europe. This game sometimes, man, I don't know. But I will grab this guy. Oh, wow. Oh, that is a good general. I do have really, really good army traditions, that makes sense. Oh, I'm also pretty close to being able to form Illyria. You know, we're just... That would take a long time, wouldn't it? I think it would. That would take a very, very long time. Let's turn this all down, and let's think about what we want to do in the next episode. Right now I'm just cutting through corruption, which is very painful. And I also want to, before I move on to the next tech, you know, for admin, I think I'm actually going to decrease my inflation a little bit here. And I'll probably go over to Kosovo and change that a little. Swap this over as well. Kosovo I want to start deving in. But that'll cost me probably a minimum of 300 points in Diplo, which is quite a lot. That's expensive, but it is a stability. Very expensive for that one stability. But I do like that, so I'll take it. One loan is okay. There we go. Now I don't pay anything in, oh geez, now I make a ton of money. Wow. That is a lot of money. Local unrest, yeah, I'm actually not going to give you any autonomy, sorry. More conversions, bop, there we go. He's even converting his own stuff. See how nice of a vassal this is? What a nice pristine vassal doing his job exactly as I want him to. I'm also heavily considering just attacking Crimea anyway, but I'll probably sort of sleep on that, think about that a little bit. But seeing as we are out of time for today's episode, this is Quarbit signing off. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to take a second to thank all of the patrons for the month of March, starting with the ones we have in the General tier: Quiet Guy, Brennan Arsenault, Ben Greenhagen, Torvald, Dire Avenger, and Farron. Those we have in the Prince tier: Snow Raven, Rockbox 2020, and Robert Colino. Those we have in the King tier: Chewy Shoot and Natsuki. In the Elector tier we have TFLJ Martis, and in the Conqueror of Worlds tier we have The Watcher. Thank you guys so much for your pledges this month, it means a lot to me, and I truly cannot thank you guys enough.